make your workout or your exercise program more golf specific is to learn how to use the ground properly. So when you think about how we generate force, have you ever thought, like, where does that come from? Does it come from my upper body? Does it come from my arms? Or where does it start? And so I think there's a lot of people that would argue with this. I'm not sure why, but it starts at our feet and it starts at the ground. So our ability to use the ground properly is going to help the golf swing immensely. If you think of Newton's third law, it talks about how with every force, there's going to be an equal opposite force back. And so if I push on the ground, there's going to be a force pushing back, which is how we create that, or start that chain-like effect up through the body into the club, and then down through the, through the body again into the club, ball going out. So we're just basically, it starts in the ground, and we are just trying to transfer that force through the club into the ball and not out of bounds. So that is, if you can learn how to use the ground properly, then that's going to make your workout more golf specific, and it's gonna help your game a lot. So one way to do that would be through what we call kind of screwing your feet into the ground, or creating torque. And so one way to do that is just to basically take your feet, spread them wide, just like that, as wide as you can. Socks on, shoes off. I would recommend, no shoes on, just so you don't have that toe box, restricting your movement. And so we spread those toes out just like so, and then we get a lot of good pressure through that big toe. Really get pushing through that big toe. And then what I would say is to rotate those legs out just like so. What you're gonna notice is you're gonna feel that all the way up the side of the leg. You're also gonna notice if we do that and then we come down into a squat, my knees are gonna stay a lot more upright or a lot more stable. And that's regardless of whether my toes are pointed forward or whether they're pointed towards the side. And so, however you decide that you wanna go about doing that in terms of the exercise, whether you're straight forward or not, I would recommend to start, spread the toes wide is tip number one. Number two, push through that big toe. And then third is to just what we call externally rotate the legs like so, and you'll feel your glutes start to contract. And so when you think about that, if we apply that principle to other exercises, whether that's your squat, whether that's a single leg stance movement, you're gonna be able to screw that foot into the ground like so, creating a firm contact with the ground. If we can create a better connection with the ground, we're gonna be able to push down harder, which is gonna then cause a reaction back harder and allow us to, again, at least have more potential to transfer more force through the club head, more speed, more distance, more power. And so that's one simple concept that you can apply to your workout to use the ground more effectively and make your workout more golf specific.